Hello and welcome to a new episode of Sid Meier's Civilization 3. This is an old game, but I thought I'd go back to it, as my first video on this channel actually was an episode of this game, but because I changed my recording software, I had no longer been able to continue that series, so I thought I'd start a new one. Okay, so let's get right into it. Okay. There we go, loading up. Okay, I think I'll keep standard. Don't want to make the series too long, eh? No, we don't. Roaming's fine. Random geography. Yeah, let's just do random geography. We'll see what we get. Continue. Okay, so this is what I usually pick. I usually pick China. I modify the name, Generalissimo, yes. And by the way, before we start, I'm going to say something about how I'm going to play this game. I will be playing super aggressive. That means I will be at war with at least one other nation at all times, and I will only be allowed to be at peace with a nation that is either helping me in another war or that is giving me tribute of some sort. So conquest victory only, not even domination. We are going to conquer the world, but since this is the first series of Civilization 3 after the one episode, first one of course, I'm going to start at Chieftain, just to get a warm-up really. Okay, let's get to it. Here we go. Okay, Dawn of Civilization. It is the year 4000 BC. Your ancestors were nomads, but over generations, your people have learned the secrets of farming, road building, and irrigation, and they are ready to settle down, even though they haven't settled down earlier for farming, road building, and irrigation. Darkon! Your people are militaristic and industrious, and have recently mastered the wire code and masonry. These people have vested absolute power in you, trusting that you can build a civilization to stand the test of time. Well, you better believe I'll build one of those. Now, this is a big question, actually. I could go coastal, which might actually be a good idea, but don't really want to lose the first turn. Besides, if I build a coastal city, it'll be easier to invade by the enemy. Okay, let's build a city. And for our naming theme, I'll go after villains from science fiction, starting up with Stargate. So let's put Ra, the first villain from Stargate movie. There we go. A warrior. Should I build a warrior or should I build walls? I usually like to go for buildings, but let's actually build a warrior to start with, just in case there's barbarians. Don't want my city looted 10 times over before I finally push out a unit. That would be unpleasant. We are gaining money, but let's stop that. Let's put 100% of our income into science. And in fact, let's check what our science is going to be. Bronze working sounds like a good idea. Oh, and additionally, I think I have limited myself for this series. I will be going for one wonder in each era. So I think the pyramids would be good, since number one, they never run out. And number two, I already have the tech for it. And number three, it seems like I am on a continent, which means it will be extra useful. Map making, no, not map making, not the Great House. We're not building that. The Great Library would also be a very good option because it grants advances. But I think I'm going to go for the Great Pyramid. The Great Wall doesn't really come up on my radar for this, but the Great Library and the Great Pyramid. But we'll cross it. Oh, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So I'm wondering, should I get iron early just in case? That might be a good idea. Yeah, let's go straight for iron working. Since we're going to be aggressive, we might as well build some swordsmen eventually. We can automate this. The civilization-free AI for workers is usually pretty good. There are some instances where it messes up, but for the most, keeping it automated, I don't really have that many complaints. So let's wait for the next turn. Okay. First few turns are going to be like this. Also, building a warrior straight away gives me... Oh. They travel 2 at a time, so it's not surprising to see one of these. But since I'm going to be at war straight away, I think it would be wise to build a second military unit. But perhaps not now. I might wait for spearmen. But let's see. Actually, since they're the only ones I know, it means I have to go to war based on my rules. So get wrecked, mate. China, no, not China. Bellum rules. Bellum, Latin word for war, because I'm going warlike. America kind of sucks. Sorry, mate. Not in real life. In real life, America is pretty powerful, but in this game, America is probably going to be the first country to get wrecked. Since I don't have bronze working yet, I'll build some walls. And let's have fortify. Don't want to lose my capital. This has actually happened to me in one of the test runs. I've lost my capital to the enemy, and I've had to take it back, and then it took me forever to rebuild the palace in the capital. But, oh well. Okay, we can get some of that eventually. It's good. Going to go for barracks. Might not be the best idea, but I'll do it anyway. Okay. Okay, barracks. Let's build a spearman. It's okay to be in the negative for now. I'm not really thinking of buying too much. Maybe when I start needing upgrades. Of course, I'm not actually going to go into full loss. I'm not going to go that low. Once it hits 0, I'll just lower my research budget. Spearman. Most advanced. The that is not something I wanted to do. Okay. So we're going to build one more spearman, and from that we're going to build a settler. Okay. Change production. Let's build a settler. I don't know what would be the most strategic direction to go. So first, let's have a look. This area might be good. There's some good floodplains over there. Oh, civil disorder. Let's take a look. Okay, that's not good. Okay. Well, since I'm going to be taking out some of the monetary production, I think it's about time to lower our science budget. Let's see, where's the... oh, it's domestic advisor, sorry. There we go. I can't... I can't imagine playing without using this window. I can only imagine that being really, really hard. As for government, I think we're going to be going for monarchy once that comes up. So, for now, let's do that. And order restored. There's a nice mountain here. Could build a nice, whatchamacallit? A nice hydroelectric city. Hydroelectric cities are always good. But I'm also thinking maybe I should get a port, since eventually I will be needing that. Let's take a look up here. Now, the jungle is dense, and America is probably to the south of me, so I'd rather not build a port for now. So we're going to go over this direction. Okay, we're at a point where we need to reduce science budget further. That's fine. Okay, good thing we're getting an archer up. Yes, I expected them to come. Okay. Actually, let's first have you take a look up here, just to see if... Okay, no enemies coming this direction. Build a city and Apophis. That's right, Apophis. That old guy, he just wouldn't die. Let's build some walls first, just for protection. And we'll set you there for defense. Okay. Spacebar. Okay, now we've got an archer. I really want to build the pyramids. Oh. I'm not willing to risk having only 2 units there. So let's build another archer, the best thing we can handle for now. Okay. Ironworking. Let's see. Pottery. Yes, that's actually very useful. Unless we want to build the pyramids. In which case, pottery is still useful, but perhaps not as useful as it could be. Now, I could go for chariots, but they aren't really that good. On the other hand, horsemen are a lot better. In fact, horses is something that I will want eventually. But perhaps getting construction would be good. Literature, map making, currency. I really don't know. But on that note, I think this is a good place to stop. I will see you all next time.